now. The NIA raids continue in the Praveen Nettaru case as well. The NIA has now raided the Sdpi National Secretary Riyaz Farangipete's house. The NIA team seized Riyaz's mobile phone and the search is currently on at his house. So far, the NIA has raided these 33 places. For more details, let's also quickly go across to Ritu. Ritu, can you share what is the status of these NIA raids right now?
So you see, these are the raids that have been right now taking place in Mangaluru at the Sdpi National Secretary's house. So yes, it started in the morning, but previously as well the NIA officials have raided 30 around places, but now the count starts there at 33. So yes, the Sdpi here is under scanner right now of the Praveen Nettaru's murder case. So during the investigation process, the police had identified the links with the PFI and the Sdpi. In that backdrop, now the raids are on to bring in the most of the details out related to this link and more of a proof for this in the whole investigation process. So yes, that's the National Secretary of the Sdpi, who is under scanner now. Police had also seized his mobile and are also checking with the documents and the registration of the registration book of the Sdpi and what all other documents that are available related to this investigation process at his place. Is the raid that now the officials are taking up.
Right. Ritu, we were just discussing with Arunima about how these NIA raids are very crucial. And in fact, when it comes to probing cases, especially in Karnataka and in South, the fact is that the NIA is also looking at a step further that has been taken as far as the Sdpi or even the PFI are concerned, because as Arunima was highlighting that they're also looking at the motive behind the killings. I'm also joined in by Arunima right now. I'd like to take that question from Arunima. Arunima, as far as Praveen Nettaru's case is concerned and as far as the NIA raids related to Praveen Nettaru's killing is concerned, this is exactly what you were talking about.
Yes, in the Praveen Nettaru matter also, these searches that are going on in Dakshin Kannada today, that is in connection with the Praveen Nettaru matter. Now, what had the second raid, second time that raids are being conducted. Even 2 days ago, NIA had carried out searches at multiple locations in Dakshin Kannada, 33 locations to be precise. So they are continuing to search depending upon what they have recovered. And in those searches also, NIA had said that they had recovered used ammunition, improvised arms, digital devices, cash, pamphlets, literature, and incriminating documents. And what had they said after those raids were carried out? They said that their preliminary investigation has revealed that active PFI members had planned and committed the murder of Praveen Nettaru as part of a larger conspiracy to strike terror amongst the members of a section of society. So that is clearly being seen as a terror-related case. In the case of Bihar, however, they took time to reach that conclusion. And I think the raids are happening today because they have prima facie evidence which suggests that this is no longer limited to radicalization alone. It is much more. It is going on to the next level. And that is why these searches are well interconnected. But at this stage, the headquarters are not confirming whether the three searches which are going on in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and in Bihar, all PFI linked, if they have a common thread. We are waiting for the NIA officials to give us more clarity on that. But definitely the common thread seems to be Popular Front of India.
Absolutely. On that note, let me quickly go across to Ritu as well. Ritu, you heard what Arunima has to say. It seems like the common thread is Popular Front of India. But having said that, we also know that the raids that are being conducted by the NIA today are taking place after the NIA conducted searches at 33 locations in Karnataka earlier. If you could establish a link between all these raids.
Can you come again with your question, please?
We're talking about how the common thread between all these raids happens to be the Popular Front of India. But at the same time, we know that today's raids that are being conducted in Karnataka are search operations after those 33 locations which have already been raided by the NIA. If you could establish a link between the earlier search operations and today's NIA raids. Ritu, can you hear me? All right, Arunima, if I could come to you, we're talking about how, these searches have already been conducted, and there have been multiple locations which have been already searched by the NIA, and how Karnataka it remains under the scanner, heavily under the scanner of the NIA.
Because some part of the country where the Popular Front of India had really established itself, much to the worry of local police and the central agencies as well. Dakshin Kannada and other parts of Karnataka, when an arm of Popular Front of India was believed to be behind the hijab row. There have been other instances as well where communal tension has been blamed on Popular Front of India. We know how the love jihad controversy, alleged love jihad controversy, was ultimately struck down by the Supreme Court. But there too, the role of Sdpi, which is the student wing of PFI, their role was mentioned. So it has been for some time that the southern states have been breeding ground for PFI. And in multiple cases, what the agency, especially National Investigation Agency, has managed to establish by way of proof is that PFI, even though it calls itself a social organization, its activities are punishable under UAPA, which makes it a terror offense. And that is the reason why these searches are important. Now, in the context of Bihar, however, it has taken time to reach that level. Agency inputs suggest that PFI's aim was that in 2023 February, they want to carry out a massive procession, massive rally in Bihar and do a show of strength there. And that was the reason why they were carrying out these recruitment drives. But NIA now seems to be having the information that it was not limited to recruitment. It was going further. I just mentioned the JMB case to you. JMB Bhopal matter, the charge sheet has filed. At least 3 people who have come via Bangladesh, entered through Bihar and then gone to JMB.
Right.
Their plan was to carry out terror attacks. So if PFI's role is being found in conspiracy with JMB, that's serious.
Right. Many thanks to you, Arunima, for bringing in all those details and for putting the entire story into perspective for us. And with that, let's now shift our attention